So are many of America's colleges discriminating against white and Asian students? The Supreme Court is set to hear what may become a landmark case this year. And should the Supremes finally tell lower courts to stop changing election laws during the campaigns? Let's ask our legal legend and the host of the podcast, The Dersh Show. He's also the author of The Case for Colorblind Equality in an Age of Identity Politics, Professor Alan Dershowitz. Professor, good to see you.
Thank you.
This week, you wrote an op-ed piece in the Wall Street Journal about this case, which involves Harvard and the University of North Carolina. The court has agreed to hear oral argument this fall on it. Talk to us about the case and what's at stake here.
What's at stake is the future of college admissions, both in public and private universities. All schools now discriminate, obviously, in favor of African Americans. And by setting a floor on African Americans, they set a ceiling on other minorities, such as Asian Americans. Harvard has a long, long history of discrimination. In the 1920s, they decided to limit the number of Jews. And so they invented geographic distribution, saying a substantial number of the students have to come from areas where there are no Jews. It was explicit. That was the reason they did it. And so I've called for an end to geographic distribution, a preference for alumni, other kinds of discrimination, but also the end to using race itself. For example, should the daughter of a hedge fund billionaire who lives in Telluride, Colorado, and who has lower grades than a white or an Asian American person who had to overcome hardship, why should that privileged black student get an advantage over the unprivileged Asian American or other American? It's not meritocracy. It's not fair. It's unconstitutional, and it's immoral.
Professor, I just have a few seconds left with you. What do you think happens here? I mean, we've seen the court make some pretty bold moves, especially as the makeup has shifted over the last few years. What do you think happens here?
They're going to end racial preferences, and the universities will do everything in their power to circumvent the decision. Universities will act like Southern schools after desegregation. They will find every excuse to try to circumvent the United States Supreme Court decision, and will make little effort to move toward meritocracy, which, as Martin Luther King once said, he had a dream that his children would be judged not by the color of their skin, but by the quality of their character. We're a long way from that.
All right. We're going to have to leave it there, but we're certainly going to be talking a lot more about this. Thank you for bringing it to our attention and speaking so openly about it. Professor Alan Dershowitz, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.